This is the Aldora devlog. Let us begin. Okay, so coming on from yesterday, basically what I've actually done is I've applied an AI for pretty much all of these creatures besides the Voidborn. This means that if we go into the game, I have a few things to actually show. So if we go in towards the game, I did a few little amendments. Obviously you guys did just see that I may have changed the essence types from enums in order to go towards strings. This is because enums are predominantly set with before a game is loaded, so these things are all like preset beforehand, and that's the whole point of like a numerator. It's like a solid value. Basically standard procedure. However, if we go all the way over here, this is what I want to show you, and yeah, we have our deers moving around. Now they are back to front because I'm stupid and I did not change them to 180 degrees. However, they are moving. So now it is a case of making all of the animations for these guys. These ones are obviously moving around as well. So let's head over towards everything else. So if we make our way all the way over towards Squall's outpost, we can find the bears over here. These ones are actually moving around as well. So let's have a look. Yep, bears are moving around and they'll find their lovely little areas with everything of that. I also got Brett's horse moving as well. So wherever Brett's horse is, and there he is. Brett's horse is just running around. Literally, to be absolutely frank about this, everything is pretty much moving around. They all have their respective area boxes. That means that they won't go out of their specific areas for those creatures. These little guys are moving all around and everything because I want this area to be just swarmed with elementals for Trix's moving house, and you've got some earth elementals moving around and also your fire elementals. So everything is starting to come to life. I'm very happy with that. It's looking quite nicely at the moment. I really don't like that rainbow in the background. It's starting to annoy me, but I like the clouds and the sun, so that works. The next thing of note for me to do is basically, for today, I need to animate this stuff. So pretty much if we go towards the editor, I need to animate these guys. So if we go in towards the Fire ERI for a second, I applied their basic AI, which is basically find a place and move to it, and then wait a couple of seconds, then find somewhere else, and so on, repeat all that process. I initially made up the standardized flipbook for its idle animation, as well as I've exported the actual base sprite for that, as well as having all of these little creatures all set up in their respective areas. These guys are all made up. This actually took me less time than I really thought it would, but if I wanted to actually show it a bit more with all of the movement boxes, these creatures will stay inside of. That means that if you're being chased by like an orc or something, they'll only stay within these boxes. So if we get a bit closer, we can see that if the orcs are too much for you at the beginning and you need to run away, you can, and then they'll de-aggro after that. It's the same thing that goes with everything else. In order for all of that to actually occur, I do need to add a movement box over here with the orc warlord and everyone, and then these ones will then be able to just move around. They'll chase you and then they won't be able to chase you any further. So what we could do right now is we can run all the way over towards the orcs, and I can actually show you this. So these orcs are there, they are pretty much doing their thing, and then they can actually chase me around doing all of their little doodads and everything to that effect, as well as everything else. I do know why these ones are actually being static at this moment in time. They typically supposed to be following me and chasing me like they did last time, but it seems to be something's blocking them from actually moving. So let's have a look, shall we? Okay, we actually found a bug. These ones aren't actually chasing me. I figured I would be like, oh, I'll show you guys them chasing me and all that stuff like they did ages ago, and then show the thing. However, they seem to have broken. So I'll have to figure out a fix for that later on, but realistically when it comes towards all of everything else within the actual game, I need to actually make these guys move. So these deers need to be able to move and animate with their things, and the Iari and everything to that effect. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be resolving all of this stuff, making them be able to move and also run the animations, so to speak. So when this is moving, it will then move. And it seems to be an actual issue with the actual box in general, because this one isn't moving either. And no, neither did this one as well. That's interesting. So we'll have to figure out what's actually going on here to actually figure out what's actually going on, because these guys are moving perfectly fine. However, the ones over there, it could be that the box is could be a little bit overdone, and I may have to be a bit more simplistic with the approach on that one. So it's something to figure out for the rest of today. Along with that, I do plan on doing something, and we have been talking about this for quite a while, and if we go in towards our stats and skills, is I want to change the font. I want to make the font today. It's bugging me beyond belief that I don't have my own custom font in the game to actually merge with everything. So that's something I want to do as well today, is I want to animate a load of sprites while also implementing the text font for the actual game. So it's like, it's our text font, and then I could always use that in thumbnails as well, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, guys, that is everything I have to talk about for today. It's really simplistic. I've got them all moving with their own separate AIs. We found a couple of bugs. Now let's get to work and sort everything else out. If you have any questions or want to see any developments, come towards the Discord, where I'll be posting any updates throughout the day. But other than that, have an awesome rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.